Well, that was Blackbird on a Wire.
It was, wasn't it?
Did we glean any information?
Well, actually, I thought what was interesting about that was that it was ornithologically, obviously, very accurate and well researched, because as far as I could tell, correct me if I'm wrong, but the lyric was, like a blackbird on a wire, I will not tape round you.
So you'd got a unidirectional mic?
I imagine
Or was
so,
he
yeah.
talking about sellotape?
I don't know. I thought it might have been, you know, when you put masking tape. But all I do know is that I have never, ever seen a blackbird tape round anybody or anything. So that was, obviously, got it right.
Have you ever seen a blackbird sellotaped onto a wire?
No.
You will have if you live around my way, you will, because I'm out doing it every night. Now, do you carry binoculars with you everywhere, just in case you might see a
well, I would almost say yes, but and to actually disprove the point, I haven't actually brought my binoculars with me. I haven't got them with me. But
so if you had the opportunity to see a nightingale in Berkeley Square, or an ostrich in Piccadilly,
a nightingale in Berkeley Square. That's an interesting story, because that's one of the songs everybody knows, isn't it? A nightingale sang in Berkeley Square. It wasn't a nightingale. It wasn't a nightingale. There's no way it was a nightingale. And in fact, this is the thing I get asked more than anything else. I'm always getting people ringing me up saying, I've got a nightingale singing in my garden, or I've got a nightingale perched on my television aerial, and this will be like February or whatever. Right. Now, let's test you out. Why would it not be a nightingale in February?
Because they fled, presumably, to Cork. So, well, I don't know wherever they go.
Where do they go? They go to Africa or something like that.
Yeah.
That's right.
So
they are migrants, and they don't turn up in this country till at least April, and they go again by about August or something like that. And there's no way they would be in the middle of a city.
So it's a robin.
I think it was a robin. You were saying earlier, actually, you have a robin waking you up.
Well, I was woken at 3:30 by a robin.
Yeah. Which
made me start thinking about robin. Now, there's
wake up, Vic.
Robins. Is it like that's the only boy's name that is taken from a bird, isn't it?
Oh, it can't be. Oh, don't test me, but it can't be.
Well, I can't think of any others. You see, Bill,
Blue.
I've got the only name which is taken from a part of a bird.
Yes. And you? No, that's nothing to do with it. Yeah, that could be true. And there must be some others. There must be some others.
Well, we'll think about that.
I'm going to have a think about that.
So what's the difference between a bill and a beak?
A bill and a beak, I don't think there's any difference at all.
Isn't it?
No.
One's flattened.
No, I don't think so. No. Ooh. No, most bills actually tend to be, I don't know why, they tend to refer to the bill of a duck, don't they? And so...
Well, you wouldn't say, look at that eagle's lovely bill, would you?
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. You'd probably say, look at that eagle's vicious beak.
If an eagle were to have a fight with a condor,
yes.
Who would be the victor? Because a condor's quite a big, slow fella, isn't he?
Yeah, he is, actually.
And the eagle could swoop around him and then get in quick.
I would have thought the eagle would probably scare off a condor. I think, and I'll tell you another reason, actually, that condors are vultures. They belong to the vulture family, and vultures are by and large scavengers, and so they feed on things that are already dead. So by and large, they don't have to rush around. No, you know, the odd dead rabbit doesn't tend to move much. So,
so the eagle would be in. So anyway, let's have a look at my painting.
It doesn't represent any bird I know, but I actually
It's a chuff.
It's a chuff.
Yeah.
It is actually. You're damn right. It is a chuff. It's got a big red beak, and it's got big red legs, and it's got one egg in there. Yeah, it's a chuff. Yeah,
so it's a chuff, isn't it?
Yes, yes. It's a little upright. Chuffs habitually tend to be somewhat horizontal, and that I would say.
The way I view them, they're always upright.
No, the way yes. Okay.
So if I can get my pointing stick out, it's a kind of an electric wand.
It's lovely.
So what we've got here is a chuff.
Yes.
They conquered the air, correct?
Birds in general, yeah, not just chuffs, of course.
But was it there to be conquered in the first place?
I suppose it was, really. Yeah.
Right, so we're happy with that comment.
Yes, we are.
It ain't powered flight, mama. I think we can probably take that. We know that it's not powered.
What do you mean by powered?
Well, not unlike an aircraft.
Oh, you mean they don't have to go and fuel up? But they do, you see. Birds do fuel up in their way, don't they?
Of course they do, don't they?
Really.
With acorns and...
Exactly, whatever they happen to eat. In the case of chuffs, it would be things like slugs and leather jackets and worms and things like that.
Leather jackets?
I knew you'd respond to that. I knew when I said it. I should never have said it. I should never have said it. Yeah, leather jackets are the larvae of, I think it's the horsefly or something like that.
disgusting.
It is.
Now, they live on cliff faces.
Yeah, exactly. They do live on cliff
I saw
faces,
a group of them at Zena.
Yes, in Cornwall.
Cornwall,
That's
yeah.
right.
They're
Very
interesting.
rare to see in Cornwall because they are known as the Cornish chough, and yet there are very few of them. Go back to your painting.
Now, it's perched on a stick here. Now, there's some dung there.
Oh,
Would that be the right colour for a bird that ate
Probably
lugworms?
depends what it's been eating. Yeah, I suppose so. It's not exactly. I don't think it's leather jacky colour, but no, actually, it probably isn't because most birds' droppings are whitish. The basic colour is whitish. If you think about seabird cliffs, where there's covered in I'm upsetting.
Guano.
Covered in guano, yes, and it's actually whitish.
What's that from eating, though?
I suppose in their case, fish and stuff like that mainly.
But I eat fish. In fact, that's all I live on. But I can assure you that I don't present the pan with white pellets.
I'm
Initially,
sure
what?
It's too much information. Too much information.
I'll check up. But I am.
Yeah. Would you please
that
have a look? Have a look. How often do you look at the colour? Yeah. Don't even
Very
go
rarely.
there. Don't even go there.
But I will now.
Go back to the picture.
Initially, they were reptilian.
This is true. This is true. But it's generally accepted that birds evolved from reptiles, and there are some birds, particularly seabirds, where the little babies actually do still look remarkably like some weird little reptile.
And will this mean that lizards, chameleons, lizards, things like that, will eventually turn into birds?
Probably millions of years from now, but I don't think you or I will be there to see it, which is a pity, because it would be fun to watch.
We've got all day.
Yeah.
There's an egg there. Is that the right colour for a chough?
Yeah, I think it probably is. I'm pretty sure they lay 1 or 2 eggs, not at the same time, you understand, and I think they're probably whitish. Yeah.
And that's why there's not many about.
Why there's not many choughs around?
Yeah.
No, I'm afraid it's very much more complicated than that, but I
Is it?
haven't time to go into it now. Yeah.
So can I sit down now? Do you mind?
You can. Well, the funny thing that's happening to me here, Vic, is that I actually am really getting to like that painting.
Look at another video, Bill. This time it's Rockin' Robin by Lolly.